Hey, what's up, everyone? Thanks for joining on day 5 of my 10 days of live streaming. This is our Christmas or holiday special 2020. I'm going to have 2 special guests. If you guys have seen me, you've probably seen these guys too. We're on the same TF News live every month. We got TMan978 over here, and we will have TMReviews coming. He's doing dad duty right now, so he's running a little late. So, but yeah, this is going to be pretty casual. We're just going to talk about holiday things after Christmas, what we got, what we hope we would have gotten that we didn't get, maybe sharing some Christmas stories from anybody who's watching as well. So right now we'll just go ahead and get started. I actually wanted to see, T-Man, what you got for your holiday. Anything Transformers related, collectible related?
Not at all. Only things that I bought myself, but I guess this is fiction related. My daughter bought me this thick, super heavy Super Mario Odyssey art book where they have a whole bunch of what do they call it? Like concept art and art from the game. Things from the game that wasn't in there. Like they have a picture of you know how you can capture people with this hat? They had a picture of Princess Peach with the mustache and the hat on. They didn't do that in the game. And I guess they probably did that for ethical reasons, like Mario becoming a woman or becoming Peach. And the things he could do with that.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
And I did get this before Christmas. It's supposed to be the Scout Troopers bike, but I recreated the scene with Luke and Leia riding the speeder.
Yeah.
And they claim though they charge freaking $10 extra for this. Like the Marvel Legends riders are $40 for the figure and a bike and a whole bunch of accessories. This comes with the child, which is basically this bag and his head sticking out of it.
Oh, that's kind of cute though.
Like the head is movable because it's on a ball joint, but instead of $40 like the Marvel's riders would be, it's $50, and all you get is you don't even get a whole other figure.
Oh,
so that's
man.
That Star Wars license must be expensive.
No, I think that child license is expensive, man.
No, a lot of their other Star Wars stuff is like the Luke and Yoda 2-pack. Normally that would be $40 if it was like Marvel Legends, but they charge $45. Well, luckily I paid $26 for it, which it should have been costing in the first place to me.
Yeah.
Luke and a tiny Yoda. The Yoda is posable, but oh yeah, I got this Christmas Eve Kingdom Cyclonus.
Oh yeah, you were talking that up.
Yeah, I just put the review up today and how to transform it, which has reached the how to transform it. I guess it's so simple nobody wants to watch.
I'm gonna watch it just because I'm interested. I don't know if I'm gonna collect that, even though the first party has been doing really amazing stuff. I mean, just watching yours and TM's reviews, it's just like, man, you guys always keep saying mini masterpiece, and it just seems like they're just kind of crazy.
Yeah, this is my favorite War for Cybertron Voyager class figure. Like, period, right now, because it does a lot. It barely has any hollowness besides the back of the thighs, and they gave it articulation that I'm shocked they gave it. Like the wrist rotates, which they always try to cheap out on that. The neck, not only is it on the ball joint, but it has an actual neck hinge. Like typically they would throw something in like that if it's part of the transformation, but the neck hinge is specifically just for articulation.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, one of the things that I want to try to do a little bit more is try to do more of these comparisons. But whenever I buy like the first party, the mainline stuff, I usually don't have a lot of really good comparisons. But now I feel like because they're so similar to what we were expecting from like the Masterpiece line, that it makes more sense, right, to actually compare that to a Masterpiece scale, FT figure or X Transbot figure. Usually they're not even close enough where you would, make sense comparing them, right?
I did it in robot mode, but there's no way I was going to transform this for comparison.
Just showing off a lot of the hellos that we're getting from all the fans, some of the regulars, Kato, Slow DK. We got Matt McCardle out there, as usual.
Parts Former.
Yeah, Parts Former. Can we still call him that? Will people be able to associate Matt McCardle with Parts Former? In any case, okay. What else did you get? Anything else good that's not even collectible related?
Pajamas. Apparently, my son. Oh wait, I got my daughter got me a PlayStation mug, which is just basically the PlayStation 1 controller connected to a cup.
What? Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Is that a real like product?
Yeah, it was in GameStop for a minute. It's just a mug with a the handle is in the shape of a PlayStation 1 controller.
Nice.
The one before the analog stick, the DualShock. And apparently my middle son said my gift is in the mail, which I can believe because I have several other figures I should have got that in the mail.
Oh yeah. We should actually talk about that. But
yeah, I forgot about this dude.
Oh yeah. I shared that on my Facebook page. That guy looks awesome.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's
weird on that one because I got the oh, where'd he go? Oh,
if you don't like fabric goods, they do have a Sentinel has one coming out that has regular plastic clothing or plastic jacket. But,
yeah, that looks nice.
It's always funny in my comments how I'll have somebody comment like, "Wow, thank you for this video. I can't wait to get my pre-order in," or I just put in the pre-order after watching this, and then under that it'll be like, "Thank you for this video. I just canceled my pre-order because I don't like."
Well, it frees it up for the guy that pre-order cancellation probably freed it up for the other guy, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks to the 20 plus of you that have already joined us. Like I said, this is just kind of a holiday special, just a sit down with. We have TM. He just joined. Hey, how's it going, TM?
What's up? Merry Christmas.
Finally put the sleeper hold on your kid. Got to go to sleep.
I gave up.
So we just finished with T going over what he got for the holidays, whether that was collectible related or not. So why don't we move over to you, put you on the spot.
Let's see. I got cold hard cash, which is always nice. Could buy more collectibles. I got Spider-Man, but it was an early Christmas present. So Spider-Man for PS5. I got that early. I got one of those key things, like the little anti-germ. Like you.
Are you serious?
I bought a couple of those for my kids.
What are they made out of, like copper or something like that, or brass?
It's totally a gimmick. It doesn't actually do anything, but
I mean, it looks like a key though, right? So you can pull and you can push and you can do all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
You're supposed to be able to touch the screen on the ATM. Try that out and let me know.
Yeah, supposedly it's touch screen sensitive, but I don't know. I didn't even open it yet, but I don't think I got anything. I bought myself some stuff, but I don't think I got anything else. I think that was it.
Well, what'd you get for yourself? That's okay too.
So I got I have two things coming actually. So I have the Kingdom stuff, the Kingdom Wave. Hey, what's up, Kato? How's it going? I got the whole Kingdom Wave coming, and then I got Mafex Mando, which is like totally out of my area. I just figured, let me get something different. So.
Well, what about? I mean, Star Wars. You're a big Star Wars fan. You just don't collect Mafex usually.
I don't collect any. I have no Star Wars stuff at all. I have nothing.
How could you say you've watched 100 episode 4 100 times and not have a single Star Wars figure? That makes sense.
I like the movies. I just don't need the toys.
You have the Mando already?
I had the Mando. I had the Hasbro one. I don't really like it. It's all right. It feels kind of cheap to me. So I wanted something a little bit premium. The Mafex supposedly is a little bit more premium. But you've handled it a lot more than I have, T. Right?
Batman and this Spider-Man are my only two Mayfex that I've touched.
So
This one is better than the Batman.
Yeah, I know. I might need to see if Eddie has one of those and add it to my collection, because I'm pretty sure the Spider-Man I have, the Homecoming one, is the Mayfex one, and I really like that one. So it'll be good to have them side by side. I'm gonna have them posed up when I play Miles Morales eventually. Got that diving pose. Yeah. So Sony's the only one that's actually played the new game out of the three of us so far. And the old, but now you went back and played the old one. You haven't yet, right?
I haven't yet. I beat the new game, so that was fun.
How many hours you put into it?
I don't know, not that many. It's a pretty short game, actually.
Yeah, I think most people said it's like 30 hours if you want to complete it, like 100% or something like that.
Yeah, I did 100%. I'm like 90%, but that's a really good game. It's well worth it. So that was the suggestion from you. So I'm glad I got that. But I haven't. I get a code for the old game. I just had to redeem the code. Oh, you got the royal one, the Royal Cobra Commander.
Regal.
Slow DK says you need to get into the lightsaber replicas. Do not do it.
No, that's like $1,000 hobby.
They're not all that bad.
The dark saber, I think, is over 200. Matt can confirm that. I know he was looking at it.
Combaticons are already out.
Yeah, I was gonna answer this question. Did you mean the Protectobots? Because the Protectobots are up on deck. The Combaticons are already all out. They're complete. Oh, the reissues. He's saying the reissues. Did they announce reissues?
So I just asked Eddie because a friend asked me, and he just put up Probus back up on the site. So I don't know if that's a reissue or he just had more stock, but go look on Toy Dojo. They have some right now.
Yeah. Shameless plug.
Yes.
All right, so let's see. What did I get? So the one I only got one gift, really, technically, and it's actually a gift I got for myself weeks ago, which was a PlayStation 5, but I hadn't opened it. But my wife was like, "I don't know what to get you. Why don't I just give you the money for that?" So I got my PlayStation 5, but like as you would expect, I still haven't opened it like most of the toys I have in my collection.
Open it, damn it!
I'm gonna get it set up soon. And then the gift to myself was, I think I talked about it, the Xbox Series Series S. This is gonna go into one of my arcade cabinets as like an emulation machine. So that's really all I got as far as gifts. Although T-Man, you and I are on the same page. We both got pajamas. I got pajamas from my wife. 2 pairs of like pajama pants and a pajamas like sweatshirt. And then the only like collectible things I'm getting are RC. We're all getting our RC very soon, so that's coming soon. Expect reviews from that, everyone. That's really all I got. And then the only other collectible stuff I'm getting is from Toy Dojo. He's sending the Perfect Grade RX-78 Unleashed, which will be coming. I know Sony's super hyped about that one. He's a big RX-78 2 fan. And in that,
you could call that Christmas.
Was that?
You could call that a Christmas present, even though we ordered it months ago.
Yeah. And then the only other things that I'm getting are the 3-0 Soundwave is going to come in that same box. So that box is going to get me super hyped. Matt says the Hasbro Elite Dark Saber is $250. I did see that. That does look nice, but that's not for me.
Can you cut somebody with it? For real?
Not if they have, what is it, best car armor? Apparently.
Oh, I got an old man gift.
Fight, I didn't know. Like whenever they fight, I'm just like, yo, there's so many gaps in his armor. Like, why are you trying to like hit him where his helmet? Like, I didn't understand that dark trooper just like punched him 58 times in the head. I'm like, just punch him once in like the neck, and he'll be done.
Yeah, and the stormtroopers always have the worst shot. They can't shoot anything.
Yeah, their armor is crap. Because what's the use of their armor? You just shoot them a little bit and they die.
Yeah, it's PVC. It's plastic.
Yeah, I think that was my favorite scene. The one like Taiko Waititi. He directed that episode where in the end of, I think, the last episode of season 1, where the troopers are sitting on their bikes trying to shoot that can or something like that. And they keep missing.
That was funny.
Yeah,
The
that was
shooter comes with that thing that they try to shoot.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, if they say, well, at least I think that's because on the box it says target accessory.
Oh, you
okay,
got
that
the
makes sense.
Stormtrooper. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
We got some comments here. Let's see. Jason says, I've held off on the new Takara Tomy RC. I don't know if I got to pull the trigger. I'll be buying 2. Ooh.
You'll have 3 opinions soon.
Yeah, very soon. Where did TM go? Anyway, we'll keep going. So yeah, this is really just an open forum for us to talk about, kind of all holiday stuff. For me, I always enjoy the holidays, but it's always for me anticlimactic, especially as an adult, since like I said, my wife and I generally don't get each other's gifts because we've been married for like 12 years now. We kind of just get what we want, and we're adults, so like I think as who was it? Slow DK says. She can't get me anything because you already have pretty much everything. It's
Right.
true. Like I have no self-control. But
my wife got me an old man gift this year.
What was that?
So
Pajamas?
I've been having like back pain. I wake up in the morning. So she got me this bed thing. It's like a what do you call it? Like a softer bed cover.
Oh, like what is that thing called?
Mattress cover or whatever.
The mattress pad or something like that?
And it actually worked. I woke up and I was like super comfortable. I was like, I need to sleep on this every night. That's a total old man gift.
I got my wife one of those new fad things, the massage guns, those things that you see in Target and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, that thing is awesome. I usually don't like massages, but that thing is awesome. It just, you can turn it up, crank it up to like 20, and and has all these different attachments. So she loved that. So, yeah. Although I want to give out a shout out to Eddie at Toy Dojo. He sent some stuff in my last box for my kids unexpectedly.
Aww.
So he got my daughter a plushie of what was it?
Grogu?
My neighbor Totoro, and then a little plushie of that, some Pokemon cards, and then he gave my son his very first Gundam model kit. He built his RX-78. It's like the entry level one. He built that today, and
wow.
I'm kind of hoping he gets interested in it because he's seen me build some, and he's always like, kind of, what's that? So he built it all by himself, and I think he enjoyed it. So maybe something a little bit more complicated next time, he might enjoy it even more. But yeah, that'd be something we could do together.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to ask you guys is, between Christmas and New Year, do you guys typically work, or do you guys take time off, or what?
I usually work. I gotta go in Monday and Wednesday, but I'm gonna be off Thursday and Friday, and of course the weekend.
What about you, Sonny?
So it's actually the best time to be at work because no one's there and they don't bother me. I just get a ton of stuff done. But the problem is I always have weeks of vacation I have to use up, otherwise I'll lose it. So I'm taking all of next week off. I was going to go in like one day, but they basically told to stay away for 2 weeks. So I'm not going to go in. So yeah, I'm taking the whole week off.
Yeah, so I'm still debating. I'm kind of with you. Like, since I think we're both government contractors, the govies are in the kind of the same situation where they're in the kind of the use it or lose it phase. So most of the people take off basically the entire month of December, right?
Yeah.
So this is a good time for me to probably just catch up on training, do some training and stuff like that.
That's what I'm doing.
But yeah, so I think I'll probably just do that for the next 3 days, and as long as I'm not in a use or lose situation for my vacation, I probably will go into work as well. I'll probably work even though I work from home. Baker Jin says, Pick, you should get Sackboy for PS5. Pretty good game to play with your kids.
Oh,
I'm not letting my kids touch my PS5.
Oh, you should play Astro's Playland with them.
Yeah. I'll
such a
probably
good
let
game.
them play that one, but they got like sticky hands and stuff like that. I'm not trying to get my controller all jammed up.
No, here's what you do. If you have a PS4, those controllers work with the PS5. Give them one of those old controllers, and then
Yeah, but you can with the Astro's Playroom.
They can.
You can. I thought that one didn't work because you needed the feedback thing for.
Well, if you use it, you don't get the feedback. Right? You get the old because it works on PS4. I think T can confirm this, but I believe that game works on PS4. You just don't get the feedback.
All right.
Confirm that.
Well,
did you play? I thought you played Astro's Playland.
I played the virtual one.
Yeah, I have the VR one, like
okay,
back here, but yeah. So yeah, everyone in comments while we're chatting it up, let us know the things that you got, some funny Christmas stories that you might have. I think I've told this one before. Is like one of the things that traumatized me in the past was I asked for a blaster, the tape deck transformer. And I remember I asked for a Soundwave. Sorry, I asked for a Soundwave because everybody wants Soundwave. And I got a blaster. And to this day, I still remember never getting a Soundwave. And that's how I got back into collecting. I saw a Masterpiece Soundwave randomly at Toys R Us. Didn't know that it was like a hard to get thing. It was just on the shelf. And I was like, $150? What? But then I looked at it. I was like, I'm going to get this. And that was kind of one of the slippery slopes back into collecting. But
so, bro, I have to sort of make fun of you for that story because you actually got a Transformer. You asked for a Transformer and you got a Transformer. Me, if I asked for a Transformer, I'd get like a GoBot or like some random like cheapy thing.
Yeah,
I would never get an actual Transformer.
You got one of those Ross specials. What are those things called? They have them in Ross all the time, or at Walmart, the bottom shelf, like crap.
Yeah. The dollar store has Transformers that are like knockoff, basically. It just like it says like converting robot or something on it, and it's like super duper cheap. But
it's kind of funny because I know a lot of people collect the off-brand Transformers from like Ross or Walmart, like they're the Dino brand ones. And I remember seeing like even in the Virginia like local thread, people are saying like, oh, check this one out and stuff like that. And for a while, the Korean grocery store would have the Tobots and other like Korean transforming bots like that. And some of them were pretty cool too.
Oh, hey, Bakergen says you cannot use the PS4 controller for the Astros.
Yeah, see, why are you bringing fake news? You're the only one that actually has played it, and you don't even know what you're talking about.
I let him use a new controller. It was fun. It was a good time. We beat it quick in like one day. It was literally
it's more like a tech demo, right? It's not like an actual game.
Yeah,
it is a game. It's like an adventure game, like a Mario.
I know, but how long is it? Is it like 2 hours?
It's like 3 or 4 hours.
Oh yeah. So Partsformer, aka Matt McCardle, aka guy in shades with his wife, I assume, is saying he's getting Downbeat Premium, Nemo and Motif, awesome, and X-Transbots Trailbreaker. Oh, so he's late to the party on that too. I guess the premium one, right? That you reviewed, Sony.
Yeah.
That classified series.
I assume it's the tune accurate one.
Nice.
Oh, that was supposed to be Profit Director. That's true. AKA
Pimp Daddy. I was like Profile Director. That's like a really weird name. I'm not collecting those. So Jason says I'm waiting for FT Drag Strip to hit soon. Is that coming out soon?
It's January.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right, nice.
So Jason, just speaking of his collection, I don't know if you've ever seen it. He has a really amazing collection. And he's got doubles. So if it's, for example, a triple changer like Astro Train, he's got triples. So
Jason, are you the guy that got seven
Hydras? 7 Hydras.
7 Hydras and have them in all 6 modes, including the special 7th mode?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So I have a video of his collection. I'm gonna show that on my channel in the next week.
Where does he live at?
Where do you live, Jason?
T-Man trying to do a drive-by. Mike Hawk also said he suffered from your pain of getting GoBots instead of Transformers.
I have that same story. I remember like one Christmas, my grandmother let me open like a toy like every weekend I came over there. And they were all like knockoff GoBots. Like they weren't even real like GoBots. They came in a different packaging. They were probably official, like whoever made them in Japan. I can't remember, but I thought they weren't like officially GoBots. I didn't get Transformers until I guess they finally listened to me, and when I was in like the 4th grade, when I was about to be too old.
Yeah. Oh, going back to Kato's comment. I actually finally watched his channel. I watched the review. I watched that review, the Downbeat Premium, because I wanted to see what's new. And it's literally exactly what Sean did for my Make Toys Jazz. It's exactly, they painted the swirly plastic into gray and then, put the stripes on. Literally the same thing. It looks good, though. It's a good bot.
Slow's comment here. Kato should come on with you guys. Yeah, like I said in the last live stream, next year I want to do more community-driven content. So I want to start asking some of the regulars here to see if they want to just join a StreamYard kind of stream like this where we have a conversation and bring people in that aren't just the reviewers, people that are known, but also just random people that are part of the community. So definitely, Kato, we'll have to get that scheduled up. Make sure we hit each other up on Facebook or something like that and get that.
Randos.
Did you show that, T? Did you show that to the crowd?
Yeah, before you came in there.
It looks so good. I can't wait.
All right, Mick Houlihan said he got his SH Figure Arts M Bison, MMC Domian Rewind, Nintendo Switch. Nice. Make sure you got Breath of the Wild in there, and also tease Mario Odyssey. Both of those are awesome. Earthrise Trailbreaker, Wheeljack, and non-F upgrades.
Here we go.
What is that?
Mario Odyssey.
Man, we're like rehashing because of you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Part of Super Mario Odyssey.
That's a cool box, though.
It's a book.
What do you?
Oh, it's a sleeve. Nice. I just assumed
Barnes & Noble didn't have the sleeve on it, so I'm glad my daughter ordered it. Plus, it was like $50 in Barnes & Noble, but I sent my kids a link, and it was like $20 on the website or on Amazon.
Really, only $20? That's a good deal. That's a big book too.
It is humongous.
I only have one of those types of things. Like I'm not really into like art books or concept art, but do you guys remember the game Okami?
Yes.
Yeah, like that game. I had like the most beautiful. I played that game like 5 times on like 4 different consoles. I love that game. I imported a book of art for that cost me way more than it should have just because I had to import it. And I do not regret it. That's the only art book that I think I've ever gotten.
That was on PC too, right?
Well, it was on a lot. I don't remember PC, but I know it was on like Wii and PS2, and then they re-released it for GameCube. They also did like an HD remaster of it. I played it a bunch of times. It's kind of like Resident Evil 4 for me. I played that on almost every console that it's been released on.
Going back to Mike's comment, he said that GoBots Combiner, I think it's called Puzzler. If they made a masterpiece of that, I would definitely buy it. That'd be awesome. Because the vehicles are so cool.
But his diaper.
Oh, Spindrift 2.0. Yeah, that's coming out.
Yeah.
This happy down here is nightmare fuel.
I know. Black eyes? No way. No thanks. But Jermaine and Trash are both excited about Spindrift 2.0. Coming out January, you're already calling it as the best figure 2021? No way.
I have mixed feelings because, they already put one out. So everyone that bought that, are they supposed to just forget about the first one and buy the second one?
I mean, that figure, everyone should forget about that first one.
You should have sold it like immediately like I did.
X-Transbots is king right now in terms of sea spray.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but it still has like some of that X-Transbots jank to it. So it looks great, though. Yeah, Kato also agrees Okami was absolutely beautiful. Yes.
I've never played
Okami is underappreciated. I think everybody thought it was pretty brilliant, right?
Yeah, they said it's like Zelda, but I've never played it yet.
What? You gotta play it. Although I'm not gonna lie, like playing it a couple times, like it does seem a bit repetitive because you do the way the story works. You kind of do a second round of it, but it's still phenomenal and a beautiful looking game even to this day.
Now I gotta look it up. I forgot.
You look. I still have my PS2. I don't think I've ever sold a copy of my Okami one. I think I still have the original Wii copy, the PS2 copy, or whatever. I forget if it was PS3 or not. Oh, PS2. Yeah.
Have you ever played Oni? ONI?
No.
It was like a shooter game, but it was like a Japanese animated kind of game. It was really good.
No.
Girl.
Good to see you. He's actually a very interesting question. Is anyone approaching their collection differently for 2021?
No.
No. Australia, I think we talked a little bit about that.
So I am. So I've finally opened up my heart to Beast Wars. I swore off Beast Wars forever, and now that Hasbro's making it, I'm actually buying all of them. I'm gonna have a whole shelf just for Beast Wars, and separate from my masterpiece. So until now, I had only collected G1 masterpiece, but I think these guys opened me up to Beast Wars.
Didn't you also say, like, you've been so impressed with the main line that it makes you think, should I just switch to that since it'll be forever when we actually get an MP complete line?
I mean, I'm not going to do that, but I considered it for sure. I have so much invested already. I'm not going to go back and undo that.
Over the past 6 years, you pretty much could get all of the season 1 through 4 Transformers.
Pretty much. I only have 5 left on my list to figures to actually get, which is crazy. I'm almost done. I have Blitzwing, Blaster, and then the Seekers because I got rid of the Make Toys ones. That's it. I don't have anything else left to get.
Oh man, Baker Jin said he tried to main Okami in UMBC 3, Ultimate Mall versus Capcom 3 for you non-gamers. I also tried to play Okami 2, and later on, like who was it? Who was that top player that played Okami a lot, and they did a pretty good job with him at a couple of big tournaments. So yeah. Let's see. Mezzed Up One says, "I have an Okami poster." Yeah, more Okami fans. Oh, Don Hawk says she's dropping the heat on X Transbots.
That's a good point. I mean,
so T, you're not changing your collecting. I'm gonna vow to change my collecting habits by opening more stuff. That's probably the only thing I'll try to do a little bit better.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. I shouldn't bite off more than I can chew. All right.
Yeah, I can't think of anything to change. I've already started not buying certain figures. Like I used to buy every single Marvel Legends, but a couple of years ago, I stopped buying the ones I don't want and stopped trying to just get the Build-A-Figure.
Right, yeah, that's the thing. They get you with that Build-A-Figure because usually the Build-A-Figure is the figure you want. That's why you see so many of those like being sold for the regular figure without the Build-A-Figure parts and stuff like that. But yeah, Baker Jin, yeah, it is Marvel Pod. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Well, this is going back to Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and the Okami player. All right.
I see why this isn't here. They have a flag. It looks super close to the.
Oh yeah. Let's see who else we got here talking.
How does it feel?
I'm not really approaching collecting differently, but I am focusing my channel differently. More interviews. All right. Well, thanks for the invite. I don't think we got any invites. You get an invite? T, you get an invite?
No. I might have got an invite.
Oh, T's like, I might have gotten an invite, but I get so many of those. They just go into my spam filter.
Did we meet Kato at TFCon, T?
I know Patriot Prime was there. I didn't know who he was until later.
Okay. I think we might have
him over and over and over again, but I had no idea who he was at the time.
Here's Joey. He's saying with fans toys in slow down mode, kind of incognito on the DL. I'm buying figures from other lines that were future fans toys releases. Example: X Transbots, Trailbreaker, KFC, Ditka. Oh, I don't know about those though.
I never got the Ditka. I don't know how good he is, but I never got him.
I didn't hate him, but I didn't love him either. He was very unstable. He was kind of top heavy, which you would expect because all his tank and all that stuff is all up there. But yeah,
I mean, I will predict now if the Fans Toys Blitzwing comes out next year, that is probably going to be figure of the year for next year. Just like Thomas was. Well, I don't know. Did you guys do your top figures for the year yet?
Not yet. Mine.
Well, mine came out on Christmas, and my top figure was Thomas. And main reason is because all three modes were awesome. I have a feeling, I have a bet that Blitzwing is going to be the same. It's going to be crazy.
People are going to be able to get Sugar cheap.
Oh yeah, he's already cheap. You can buy it right now.
I'm glad I got rid of mine. Hey, see, Maddie the dentist right here says, I agree with Paik. I got to open up more stuff. So it's not just me who collects and just doesn't buy stuff, just doesn't open stuff, all right? There's a whole sub-collecting group here.
You should take a film. You should film your closet of just what's in there and just catalog it.
No.
That would be hilarious.
No, that'd be like cataloging how much I spend every year on collectibles, and that's just something I don't want to know. It's just something you just don't want to know that about yourself,
I did that for the first time this year, and yikes. I was trying to do that so I can be prepared for the end of the year, but around August, I got lazy and I bought so many things, and I didn't put everything in the list.
Yeah, I have a spreadsheet with Toy Dojo, and there's no way I'd ever look. I try to just focus on the last 10 items that I can see in the view, and it doesn't look that bad there, but it can look very, very bad.
I think the last time I looked at the total, it was 5,000
a year.
I don't think that's that bad.
Yeah, especially considering what you buy. You buy every line.
Yeah, you buy so much stuff. You buy mainline stuff. You buy Masterpiece. You buy Star Wars stuff. You buy weird banana figures. You buy that TB League with the realistic, feminine parts and everything like that.
Do you sell anything, T?
Yeah, sporadically through the year, I'll sell something here or there.
Oh, Slow DK recommends for our collecting habits, we do more giveaways. That's not a bad idea. I do need to do more of those. I usually try to save those for milestone events, but my channel's not growing that fast, so I should just start giving away more stuff more frequently.
I have one coming up.
He says we're out of his league, but definitely invited. I don't know about that. Maybe T-Man is approaching. I saw the other day that you're close to 20,000 subscribers. I know you're above 19,000 now.
Yeah, you're almost there.
I wouldn't be excited. My views and Kato's views are probably the same amount.
So Kato, listen to this. When I first contacted Paik and T-Man, I think I had 1,000, maybe 2,000 subscribers, and I also contacted what's his name, Chartimus Prime. He's at 500,000 subscribers. No one's out of the league. It's just a matter of how you approach them and how you.
Did you interview Chartimus?
Yeah.
I missed that.
He's really cool. Very cool person. In person, he's just a really cool guy.
Hey, Sony, Clinical's dropping some heat on you. I was unimpressed with Thomas.
Oh, why?
I was. I mean,
I was definitely impressed. I don't think he's a little hint. I don't think he's my best figure of the year, but he's definitely up there. He's definitely up there.
For me, he was, but I can see him not being the best. But for something that transforms into 3 different things and gets them all right, pretty good.
And it depends on what you mean by right? Because we're talking about accurate in terms of the cartoon, janky model, not actual realistic mode model, real life model, accurate. So Baker Jin asks, we're doing a poll here. Are Chigurh and Gewalt worth it?
I don't own them, so I have no opinion.
If you like what they look like.
I liked Trigger when I first got him, but like with many things, as the fandom and the collecting and the technology and design all advanced, I don't think it'd be worth it to get back unless you can get it for fairly cheap.
You have them?
Sub 100, maybe like 80 or something like that.
You saw
No, I sold mine like a year or so ago. Gavolt, again, same thing, just the issues with balance. The transformation was okay, but to be perfectly honest, he's not super memorable. So that might give you enough of a hint as to whether you think I think you should buy him or not.
Doomtree wants to see that giga-powered throne prototype.
Look, another one of us. I have so much unopened because I lack the space to display it. See, Alan, that's why. Alan is also a local around here. He's one of the first people I bought stuff off of, even before we started doing like meetups or I even knew him. He definitely had a lot of unopened stuff. Like when I went to his house and he was selling part of his collection, he literally had his basement floor covered, like on the ground, square footage. It had to be like 300 something feet of just stuff he was selling. Because he was having twins, I think. If I'm not mistaken, Alan, you were having twins, and they're older now. But he needed the space just for that, and that was just what he was selling. What he was selling is probably rivals what I have right now on display. So,
that's my thing. If I were to keep a whole bunch of toy or figures like still in the box, especially like expensive stuff, like never open it, I think after 6 months, I'll wind up selling it.
See, but sometimes I just forget about stuff, and some stuff I really do want, but sometimes it just doesn't fit into my like display at the time. And right now, I'm hurting for like display space because like I have other things that I like, not as much as T-Man, but like I have Power Ranger stuff I would love to display. I just don't know where they would fit. Like I'm kind of OCD where I'm like, oh, I need to have like a shelf to dedicate, like not just a shelf, but like a whole bookshelf.
So get floating shelves, because then you don't have to commit to the space that an entire shelf takes. It's just a space on the wall, and the floor space is still free.
Yeah, that's the problem though. Like since I moved down here, I don't have that much wall space because as you can see, this is all closet. This side's all closet, and then door is here. So I have no wall here. This in front of me is my work setup, but then there's windows, like double windows here, and a power panel. Like so, I literally have like no space here, and then on this side, it's taken up by displays and stuff that's going up to the ceiling, and then my shooting area. So the only floating shelf I have now is this, because that's literally the only place I had. I used to have it going around 3 walls, but I'm not like you. I can't do that anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, I want to answer that question from Jermaine Sutton.
All right, where's that? This one?
Yeah. So I got mine, and mine also had broken, like the individual figures had problems, like thumbs were broken, or little problems here and there. That's not what it's meant for. It's meant to combine and make into constructor and leave it like that. If you're buying it for individual bots, then you're better off going with something else, because it's just not good individually. Honestly, it feels cheap individually, but combined, it's like solid. That's right there. There it is.
MF Doomtree asks, "Yo, Paik, let's see that Giga Dino Throne prototype."
I want to see it too. I've never seen it.
Like I said, I'm going to do one of these live streams. One of these live streams is going to be dedicated to talk about prototypes and showing off the prototypes I've had. I'll bring that one out because it has the Giga Power Grimlock and the Throne. It's in a huge box. It takes up a whole corner of my storage area, so I need to dig it out. It's all wrapped in like pieces of styrofoam that are all ripped up. So I'll make sure to bring it out because that's something I've never shown, and it's actually, I guess, kind of interesting just because it hasn't been released, and we don't know if it will be released or not.
You're gonna do 100% live streams for the next week, every day?
It wasn't every day. It was 10 days of live streaming. I think I took off Christmas, and I'll take off one day. Today's day 5, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I guess it will be for the rest of. Yeah, and then I'm going to be doing one New Year's, so I might take off New Year's Eve or something like that, because I usually go to my parents' house for that. So, yeah, but it'll be like 10 days before we get done with it. So
It's a lot of live stream.
all right.
Where's Pack?
I love these live stream chats, man. Wish you could do a triple live stream reviews about a figure. That would be pretty interesting. Like we're all potentially getting RC at the same time, but
that is very interesting.
But it's also one of those things, right? Like I don't mind doing that as a review on one of your guys' channel, but like because I don't care about views or anything like that. So if you guys want to do that, I'd be down for that. Or maybe I don't know. Depending on when we get it, maybe not do a full review, but maybe just do an unboxing and first impressions or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think unboxing and first impressions makes sense. A review obviously is just too hard to coordinate across.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I try to, as soon as I get those, I try to hurry up and get my 2 hours of playtime in and review it so I can get it out there as quick as possible.
So you're saying you don't have time for a live stream in the middle?
I mean, I could talk about it after I do my review and edit it and upload it to YouTube.
See, he's trying to get those views. He's like, I'm trying to get it out in front of these guys.
Then we'll do it after he gets it out. I mean,
yeah, I'm okay with that. I'll usually do a live stream the first day I get it too, but honestly, it's whatever. So yeah, I'm interested in doing that.
That's
Matt, how of all people did you miss out on Quietus twice? I mean, it was released like 4 times. It had like a Toon one, and then it got reissued. Didn't it?
Matt has a problem where he's cheap and then he's not cheap.
The answer was that was an expensive figure, though.
All right, so Joey says, for the 3 of you, who are your favorite third-party companies based off your reviews throughout the year? I think that will probably mostly be the same on this, but maybe not. All right, Sony, why don't you go first?
So that's hard.
Okay, why don't we just all put it out there? Fans Toys is probably out there for all of us.
Yeah, Fans Toys is up there.
Yeah, that is the main company that I bought figures from.
All right,
they had so many figures. They had a figure every month.
All right, what other 2?
MMC. I've never had a broken figure from MMC, so I'm gonna put MMC up there because despite me, sometimes I don't like their figure, like the look of it, but they never break. So I'll say MMC.
What about your third one? You get 3.
So does it have to be an established company? Because Iron Trans.
Oh no, that's a good look though. I mean, if you're saying that you have so much faith in them because of their one figure that they released is that good,
I think it's not. I don't think it's a new company. I think it's another company that's making figures under a different name.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'd say Iron Trans. You have anything else?
No, I mean, I'm asking, who do you think Iron Trans is?
So it feels like a Bandai, or like, I know it's not a Bandai, but it feels like that. It's like that thick plastic and the die cast, and it's solid. It's not going anywhere. I don't know what company it is, honestly. Those are Fans Toys.
RT, what about you? Fans Toys.
Fans Toys. I haven't really bought a whole bunch of other third-party stuff. Now, this is my favorite figure outside of anything Fans Toys that I've gotten. But I did like
ever or recently? Favorite non-Fans Toys figure ever, or just recently?
Recently.
Okay.
X-Transbots.
Or this year or whatever. So X-Transbots, and I did get Fans Hobbies Minerva. I didn't like her too much. And TE's Speed Star, I liked him minus the problem with the neck
ankles.
thing. Like that stuff, the ankles I was able to fix.
Can I take back my? I take back my vote. I'm gonna throw Transform Element in there. I'm sorry. I forgot about them.
They only have like 2 releases.
I know, but they're awesome. So I'm gonna put Transform Element in my top 3.
Oh, okay. Wow, I thought we would have like more big companies. All right, so I'm gonna go out there on a company that I think if you've watched my reviews, you guys would probably not be surprised, but I think neither T or Sony would guess I would pick them. I'm going to go with DX9 / Unique Toys because their movie masterpiece scale figures are consistently just really, really good. Like their Challenger, their Dragoon. What was that other one? Their Lockdown was good.
Yeah.
Like and again, I've never been a big fan of the movies, but their figures and the designs that they've done are just impressive to me.
I didn't look at those. I don't know if T did, but I never even looked at those. So they look great. But
I don't think I reviewed any DX9 this year.
Or Unique Toys.
Well, I mean, it's not even just this year, but like, yeah, I've always been impressed by their ability to engineer and do the complex transformations. The other one, besides Fans Toys, who apparently, again, still people think I'm like a Fans Toys hater. I don't hate Fans Toys. I just hate when they do not great stuff. My other one, I think it would be a cop-out for me to say like MMC/Oculus Max, since I also work for them, even though I try to keep that, on the level. I think my other company would probably have to be... I think, and the only other company that I have a whole ton of is X-Transbots. Like X-Transbots KFC, I still have a ton of stuff from them. Along with Fans Toys and MMC, I think they're the ones I have most consistent shelf space for. Oh, and DX9 also has my favorite Omega. So yeah, DX9
their Omega is great.
Yeah. So
I like them.
So yeah, those are my three companies. I'm going to say DX9/Unique Toys because they're basically the same company. Fans Toys because they consistently put out some really great stuff, especially this last year. And then
so I have a ton of X-Transbots on my shelf, but that doesn't mean they're a top company because I also have a ton of broken stuff.
You're not saying they're synonymous though, right?
I mean, if they're the only company making a wheelie, then they win by default, right? So, what can you say there? They win the battle for wheelie because it's only one.
Well, I think Clinton was saying about the throne. He's saying the throne's not happening. I believe that's what this is in reference to.
Same for that figure that T's holding. That Scourge is the only Scourge we've ever gotten. So it's the best Scourge that's ever made.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lose. And same for Rekgar. It's the only Rekgar we've ever gotten. But
right. This is the best Scourge.
I do like the Rekgar though. Even like I remember being very impressed with that. Like the KFC X-Transbots Rekgar, even with the kind of the little butt thing he had, but
the backpack. Yeah.
Yeah. We're I'm sorry, I'm getting really far behind. So let me see if I can try to
let's catch
up. Trash says, when is Fans Hobby Naval Commander out? I don't even know what that figure is.
Also, no one cares. So. Actually, T might care, but
is that the Armada one?
That's the Armada, yeah, Armada Prime.
Yeah, I care a little bit, but I don't want to pay for it.
It's at least 200, at least.
So Kato is putting in his opinion. He said Iron Train Starblade is absolutely fantastic. Way to rub salt in the wound. I'm still waiting on that, trying to get that.
The problem with them is you don't know. You can't go off of one figure. Like, how do you know what they've made? So they've got to be a different company because to look at what they did, it can't be their first time.
All right. So MF Doomtree says his favorite is Fans Toys, Gigapower, and DX9. It's a good list.
Yeah.
Hey, Buddha, happy holidays to you as well. Good to see you. I haven't seen you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while.
Has Gigapower made anything other than Dinobots? They haven't even announced anything, right?
No, but I also think that that's the same situation where it's a different company that just using a different line. Cat Poppy 521 says MMC, Fans Hobby, and Fans Toys. All right, so we're all on the Fans Toys train. Oh, sorry. All right, let's see. Trash says Fans Toys Tours. That's all I have from. Okay. This is also kind of a heartbreaker. I didn't know that Civil War is already under, but although we hadn't heard from them, they're great.
Unique Toys is under too, right?
Yeah, especially for the value.
No more Unique Toys.
I know. So sad. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you guys for too long. I actually thought this might be really quick, but as usual, I always underestimate the fandom here, and I love getting to interact with the fans. So we'll
Never
I'll ask
underestimate
one
the
out.
power of the fans.
Mike Hawk says, "Is Unique Toys Galvatron not coming out?"
Unique Toys is done.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
Well, I mean, like, so they said DX9, right? So even though they're quote unquote sister companies, I wonder if their fates are also intertwined.
So I don't know. If you believe the text, they'll maybe come out under a new name, but the name Unique Toys and DX9 is done.
Right.
Now I got a message saying that was just one designer and it wasn't real, and he was on the out and out with the company.
Yeah, he was already let go when he made that post anyway.
So I don't know what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah,
We'll see you when a new figure comes out randomly.
Their Weibo page is down, by the way.
Yeah, but I mean that happens a lot too, right? Where the one guy who was in charge of that just kind of hijacks and.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so
that's possible.
No, if there's anything that
Kingdom for a couple of pages that I could do that for. Oh,
that's a good question.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Jason says Oculonic needs to get their Autobot cassettes out. What's the holdup? I don't know, man. They've shown it, like the silhouettes, so I think they have the designs. I guess it's also a matter of kind of prioritizing what they want to get out, right?
They need to get that out before Fans Toys comes out with Soundwave, because if they make the tapes and they're good tapes, no one's gonna want to buy MMC tapes. They got to beat the Fans Toys tapes. That's my suggestion anyway. And I'll listen to me.
Dare says, wish I could replace all my X-Transbot stuff, but they were smart with the characters they tackled until recently. Yeah, like same thing with
very smart.
Boost and Swerve and Tailgate, right? So
2 months ago I would have said X-Transbots in my top 3, but after all the recent craziness, I can't say X-Transbots anymore.
Doomtree says, do you guys think Fans Toys Fort Max will still actually happen?
I think so.
It should, since they're planning it.
I think it'll be ridiculously expensive, but it'll come.
Yeah, and it'll be 10 years from now, like Soundwave.
I think it's going to be last, like their last hurrah.
When they're going under.
They're done. Like they don't want to make anything.
Clinical says Gigapower does make other stuff, just not Transformers related. Did not know that.
That's interesting. What do they make?
I don't know. Clinical's got Oh, sorry. Mike Nick says the Fans Toys tapes are not as big as MMC ones, though. Am I wrong? Yeah, they're not the same, but I think it makes a valid point, right? Like people are really just looking for very good masterpiece scaled tapes, and obviously the Ocular Max ones are masterpiece scale, but people are using them in lieu of the official ones that we have, which
suck.
I mean, they're fine. I mean, they're fine given the size, especially given how old they are. I was super impressed with them when they first came out. At least the Ravage and Rumble and Frenzy. Maybe not so much the Ravage, but
MMC tapes are 1-to-1.
Now hold it regular. Up. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying they were 1-to-1 regular old school cassette size instead of micro cassettes.
Yeah.
I was hoping that the MAS Soundwave was going to come out, because then I was going to be interested in the MMC tapes, because the Soundwave was supposed to have like a regular cassette size cassette deck.
Wait, what was this?
MAS.
The Mega Action Series or something like that, what it was called.
Yeah.
But they canceled.
Oh, they did? Because, well, I mean, like, most of that figure was reused parts from Prime anyway. I mean, a lot of that was Megatron, too.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of the parts...
I think it was supposed to come out 2 years ago, but they canceled.
Yeah. Those are also 2 figures that I also have that I've never opened.
Kato asked about King Toys. You reviewed King Toys, didn't you?
No, I think we talked about King Toys a lot. Like, I don't think any of us ever messed with it. I
Oh.
said it's not G1 enough for me.
Toy Dojo didn't send it to you?
No.
I'm surprised.
No, I didn't ask. If I ask, usually Eddie will send me whatever, but I don't want to have him send me a whole bunch of open stuff that he could otherwise sell.
Literally everyone who's reviewed it has told me it's a great set, great figure. It's not for me, but it's a great figure.
Cat Poppy says, "What's the figure wish list for creation?"
That's a good question. Is this a thing you're going to address in your future video?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I have really a wish list though.
Pretty much everything's been made.
I do.
All right, go ahead. You go first then.
All right. So I want a Masterpiece Runabout and Runamuck. I currently have the Hasbro one, but as soon as the Masterpiece came in, I'd get rid of those. I want a better Masterpiece. What do you call it? Skylinks. I did not like the MMC one. I thought it was kind of, but this Hasbro one's good enough, so that can stay if they don't replace it. And let's see. I also want a better Rodimus Prime. I want a new Rodimus Prime. I don't even care if it's Takara Tomy. I'll take Takara Tomy too. But new Rodimus Prime.
I think the only things I said that we talked about before were the Beast Wars line. I want to make sure that we get more of the Beast Wars line. I talked about Rampage in our last live stream. I know T was also in on that. But as far as like G1 stuff, I'm mostly good with G1 stuff. Yeah, I guess combiners are the only thing I'm kind of interested in at this point. Like the Protectobots will definitely be Defensor. I'm really interested in that because we only got how many did we get? We only got one real quote unquote masterpiece one because the Make Toys one was a Chug style and then the TFC one came out, but I think that was it, right?
Yeah. Well, they oversized it, but it was a KO company that did it.
Yeah.
T, what are you looking for?
I don't know.
You're done?
We got everything, like I was saying. And some things are actually that I can think of are supposed to be coming out, like the Transformer Cybertron or Super Link. Is that Super Link? No, Galaxy Force Optimus Prime.
Well, MMC is making that.
Right. And I do want a new Masterpiece Rodimus Prime, like you said.
Oh, Top Spin and Twin Twist. I want a Masterpiece Top Spin and Twin Twist. I got the Mech IDs one. They suck. I didn't like. They're not good.
Actually, I'm not really speaking from my heart and soul, but one of my good friends is a big Counterpunch fan, and I'd be interested just to see somebody tackle that design to be able to do that. Like, I'd be down for that.
What's his vehicle form, or his alt mode? What's his alt mode?
Car. I don't know.
Sports car?
A blue car.
Yeah.
It's not like any specific vehicle. It's just a.
Generic. I don't know cars, man. I'm not like you.
Oh, sorry.
If it's not a way, I don't know what it is. Okay.
Wrong crowd.
The Power to Prime ones just came out. I don't know what kind of car that is.
Isn't that one just a reissue of the one that they came out like with years ago?
Yeah.
It was an all new mold.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
the one that's about to come out right now.
Yeah.
Is in a 2-pack. That came out at the tail end of Power to Primes. We thought it was a Siege preview figure, but it didn't fit in with Siege because it didn't have ankle pivot.
Yeah, wasn't that like an Amazon exclusive or something like that?
Oh, Jay is talking about all the.
I can't remember where I got it.
Target Masters.
Headmasters, yeah. The Decepticon Headmasters, right?
Oh, these are Target Masters.
Yeah, Target Masters.
It's from that series, though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Misfire would be kind of interesting. I still have my G1 Misfire with one leg broken. Yeah, I guess Headmasters are pretty popular. We got some other people shouting on that. Computron, I guess that's true. We haven't seen a Computron in a long time. The only like masterpiece one was the Warbotron one, which I also have and I've never opened.
Is it MP scale though?
Yeah, it's pretty big. I mean, it's definitely as I think it's definitely as big as like the Ocular Max ones. It's not big like the other ones, but it's big. It's definitely big.
I'd take a copy, John.
Oh, is that Zeta Predaking ever coming out? I was really interested in that one because that was G1 style.
Good question. I think Zeta got pummeled when they put out their Unicron, so they're staying quiet.
Yeah. And anybody want to see, like Alan, a new updated NP Ultra Magnus?
I mean, I like the Takara Tomy one. Other than the butt flap, I think it's pretty well done.
I wish that one had more articulation and better articulation because the shoulders suck.
He's big and bulky. Like he's a.
It can be done. The Magic Square made one.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and the other company didn't. Was it New Age?
Oh, here you go. Jason answered the question. 1980s Pontiac Fiero. So I would want a counterpunch. I want it now.
Transformer Siege Ultra Magnus is more posable than Masterpiece Ultra Magnus.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've already gone over the 1 hour allotment that I promised you guys. Thanks for actually coming on the show, I guess, because I didn't want to do this by myself. Talking by myself is super draining. And I kind of put them on the spot. I was like, oh, on the last live stream, I was like, oh, yeah, maybe the last T-Man and Sony, if they want to come on. And then they were like, nah, we can't do it Christmas Day. So I pushed it off a day so they wouldn't have an excuse.
I would say if there's anything that they want any one of us specifically to answer, come to our page. I get random questions and random videos sometimes. I'll be like, what does this have to do with Cyclonus?
Well, I think that's the thing, right? I rarely, like, I know you guys get a decent amount of comments on your videos. I usually don't, or even on my Facebook page. I know you don't even like comments.
Do you check your comments?
I do. I check them. I'm like one of those OCD people. Like even if somebody responds, I always at least give it a thumbs up if I don't respond. Like most of the comments on my page, or like 50% of the comments, are me because I'm responding to every comment. So it's like 100 comments on this, but 58 are Henry's. So.
Howard Lee says, talk about X-Transbots. I mean, what are we going to talk about? We don't know anything more than you do.
Talk about, yeah, Howard, sorry, we don't know much about that stuff. I mean, although 598 did send me a Christmas text and said, Merry Christmas. So very thoughtful guy. Responded to him. I didn't talk to anything about the pricing. I wanted to make sure his Christmas was nice and drama free.
I mean, he doesn't have anything to do with the pricing. He's a design guy, so it's not even the right place to ask. It's Keith. Keith is the one that makes all those decisions. So 598 just does his job and designs good robots. It's Keith who has to decide how the business is going to price things. Yeah,
and that's probably the other reason why I put X-Transbot as my number 3 company, or one of my top 3 companies, is because quality aside, I think the look in both modes is probably the most accurate of all the designers. Like I love how they look in car mode, and I love how they look in robot mode. It's usually just somewhere in between. The transformation sometimes is a little complicated. Yeah. Or more, the bigger issue is often the quality isn't up to stuff, whether it's the quality of the plastic or the quality of the paint, and those kinds of QC issues. But all right, guys. Well, thanks again for making the time. I appreciate it. Everyone, to the 50 or so that came on at some point, we appreciate you guys joining us. Sony, when's our next TF News Live? Is that not until middle of the month, or when is it?
3 weeks from now. Yeah.
3 weeks from now. All right, T. And you have your weekly figure action streams coming up, right? You skipped the last one.
It's not going to be until the Thursday after New Year's week.
Thursday after New Year's week. Yeah, so that makes sense. New Year's Eve. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're taking their
New Year, everyone, since we won't be here.
Nice. That actually scales pretty well.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, he's huge. But I
That's
keep holding
actually-
the door up. You keep trying to leave. Bye, everybody.
All right, everyone. Have a good one.
You know where to find
Oh,
me.
King Rouse, good to see you. I must have missed you. Have a good one. Thanks,
Yeah.
everyone. We're ending the broadcast.
You know where to find me.
Happy New Year. And I'll be back tomorrow with another live stream. I just haven't figured out what I'm going to be doing yet.
Hit that like button for Paik.
Yes, like, share,
I
subscribe.
also link these guys' pages in the description. So make sure to head over there if you're not already. All right.